Friday the 26th of September reflections. So we started off today by just talking about levels of tension. So kind of like for our Shakespeare, like what characters and what kind of tension do you think they will have? So then we created a piece of like a massive mood board. So basically today we were catching up on everything we missed on Wednesday. So we made a massive list of all our scenes, kind of where we want to set them, what happens in the scene, who's in the scene, and what kind of level of tension there is in that scene. After that, we then went into our Shakespeare groups and we created tableaus of each scene, each key scene which helps bring the story along. So we mainly did like the opening fight, the party, Juliet meeting Romeo, Tybalt not being happy, then Juliet refusing the hand of Paris, because obviously she's found Romeo and she's married to him. Then the fight where Romeo is accused of killing Tybalt. So then the scene where he's banished, then the scene where Juliet pretends to be dead, and then Romeo killing himself because he thinks Juliet's dead, then Juliet awaking and killing herself because Romeo has died. So they were our key like scenes that we did. We then performed those to everyone. And then after that we went back into our Shakespeare group. So my group, we were missing Tom, but we were able to do a read through because we had someone else in our group just read the lines for Romeo. So we were able to finally do a full read through, which really helped. And we then discovered that at the end of the play, Capulet and the friar, who is played by the same person, are in the scene together. So we've had to put someone else as Capulet in that scene to make it work. After that, we then practiced the opening properly and how we're actually going to do it. So we all got positioned in the circle, like the people that have the main lines, just so they were all dotted about. And then we rehearsed practicing. So we spoke about like when the audience are coming in, we're quite relaxed. We're sat on chairs, making sure people don't sit down, so they all kind of stay in the middle. Then as the door shuts, we all stand in our circle and turn around. And then we start. So one person will turn around and say theirs, then the next and the next and the next, so on and so on. I feel like this is a great way to kind of intimidate the audience and make them not expect what's going to happen in that sense. So I really enjoyed the opening. After that, we then got back into our Shakespeare groups and we focused on like what we kind of want to do for each scene, and some broad ideas of how we're going to create the scenes. After this, we did a schedule of what we would want to do next week, planning wise on how we're going to progress in our Shakespeare. So we decided Tuesday we're going to work with Matt on one of the biggest sword fights in our show, which is between Tybalt, Romeo and Mercutio, just so we know that can be done as soon as possible, and then we can make sure they are safe with the sword fighting, while the rest of us do a bit of scene work and figure out what we're going to do for the rest of the show. Wednesday, we're going to do scenes starting from the top of the show to as far as we can get, just so we've got a few scenes blocked and kind of how we know how we're going to do it. And then Friday, we're going to go back with Matt just to practice the sword fighting and then go over the scenes we had done. And if we have time, do some more scenes. And that was the end of Friday.